and I want to explain to everybody, not just to you, how politics works in this country that I think is a point that the Republican talking point, a smart Republican talking point that they've jumped on, saying that Democrats don't have a plan. The Republicans have the President of the United States, and they also have the Speaker of the House and the Senate Majority Leader. They control all branches of government. Now, every time that has happened, the Democrats have no spokesman. That's the way it is when you don't have any branch of government. In fact, even if you had a branch of government, if we had the House and Nancy Pelosi was the spokesman, she really wouldn't be speaking for the Democratic Party. So what the Republicans are trying to do now, before the midterm elections, is say the Democrats don't have a plan. But I got news for you. We're not going to have a plan before the 2006 elections because there's no one to make the plan. We're not running for an office that requires to make the plan. And in the history of politics, no one party has said on issues like this, here is where we stand as a party. Republicans want Americans to think Democrats don't have a plan. They don't know what to do. If 2008 rolls around and Hillary Clinton is running for president and John Edwards is running for president and Evan Bayh is running for president and some wild card is in there. Who else would run for president? Wes Clark is running for president. Any of these four guys are running for president. And they say, as they're competing to be the commander-in-chief, and they say, hey, it's George Bush's problem. I don't really have a plan for Iraq. Then I would tell you, Scott, to come stand with me, and I will walk with you and not vote for that Democrat. But that is not going to happen. Saying it now in a general sense and applying it to the party shows a lack of understanding of American politics and the fact that you've bought completely into a Republican talking point.
All right, let me explain two things. And, Scott, we'll let you back on in a second after that. Number one, this is Republican 101. Whenever you run into a problem, blame the other guy. Oh, no, it was Clinton. It was Clinton that did it. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, Cheney shot some guy in the face and didn't talk to the cops for it. What about Chappaquiddick? We're going to go back 30 years. What about Carter? And he didn't deal with Iran right. And you know what? Yeah, we don't have a plan, and we brought you to a disastrous war that's getting all of our troops killed. But what about them? They don't have a plan.
What about what you just mentioned? What about John Kerry? John Kerry doesn't have a plan. John Kerry's not the president. John Kerry didn't invade Iraq.
All right, now, so that's the talking point 101. That's the first thing they teach you in Republican school. Blame somebody else, okay? Now, but getting beyond that, in this particular case, it is irony of ironies.
Right.
President Bush went into Iraq with absolutely no plan for a post-war occupation. Literally, when the top soldiers, generals, got together in South Carolina, they had a slideshow for 4 phases of the war. The 4th phase was post-war occupation, and the Pentagon put only one slide there, and it said just this one phrase, to be determined later. They had no plan. Now, do you think President Bush, when this civil war breaks out, has a plan? He doesn't have a plan. His plan is, they're the bad guys. I'm the good guy. We're going to win. We're going to win. That's not a plan. That's not a plan. What's going to happen when the Shiites and the Sunnis are firing at our boys? What is their plan? And the guy is running the country. What's his plan? Scott, how can you sit there and think that the Republicans have a plan? How do you think we got in this mess in the first place? Because they didn't bother to have one.